So before we get too far into cleaning this little vise up, let's learn a little bit about this vice's history. Well, working on this little vise has brought back a lot of fond memories. Back in 1987, I made this as an Air Force airframe fitter trainee. So as part of my technical trade, my trade school, it's like basic fitter course, we had to get blocks of steel and file them out and drill them and tap them and have it measured. It was part of our assessment, actually, that everything had to be, within a certain tolerance, plus or minus a thou or two or something like that, and the drill holes certain sizes and all that sort of stuff. And of course, it had to work in the end, and it certainly does work. So I made this as part of my trade training assessment back in 1987. Did that chop my head off? Yeah, so it's been in the boot of the car on the shelf for years and years, and I basically neglected it, and I'm very fortunate to still have it. A lot of guys on their trade fitter courses don't have them anymore. They lost them, or they used them and got broken, and etc. But I still have it. So here it is, just before I cleaned it up. Basically just covered in surface rust and grime and dirt and in years of neglect. But it cleans up pretty well with a bit of degreaser, and I use a bit of white vinegar to remove that surface rust, and that does a pretty good job. And a bit of a wire brush cleans up pretty well. So here you see me using some machine oil. Now there's a recipe for this I found on the internet. So it's 2 parts mineral oil, 2 parts motor oil, I think SAE30 motor oil, and 1 part kerosene. And I used, for the mineral oil, I just found some baby oil, which is mineral oil, but it's got a lovely fragrance to it, so when you're using this oil in the workshop, it's got a really nice smell to it, like fresh as a baby's bum. A clean baby's bottom, that is. So I made this back in 1987, and it's been in the boot of the car, and it's survived all sorts of mistreatment, but it's a real treasure now. So I made it when I was 17 years old. It was made, had to be measured by the instructor, precise. You know, when they it's an assessment, so it had to be all square and within dimension using micrometers and stuff like that. So I'm quite proud of the thing, this vise. What I'm going to do is just going to get a file and I'll address that. Let's put this guy together. This is just machine oil. Oop. Instructor used to get this against the daylight and Turner, what's that? That's dog shit. I can do a better job with my foot. Back in those days, the files were your best friends and your little squares. And that's where you start, using the basics. Hand tools, hacksaws and screwdrivers, nothing flash. That's what they had in the old days. Well, there you go, there's my vise. Hey Nala, stuck underneath the deck, aren't you? We'll get you out. How on earth you got under there, I don't know. Let's get you out. But you're going to be on YouTube. Okay, try and come out now. Come on. Good girl. Good girl.